Imagine a world where the lines between reality and online fantasy blur, where morbid curiosity can lead you down a rabbit hole into the darkest corners of human depravity. What if a group of ordinary citizens, armed only with their keyboards and an unwavering sense of justice, found themselves hunting a killer across continents? Welcome to True Crime Fanatics. Today, we are not just telling a story, we are opening a digital portal to a nightmare. This isn't just a fiction. This is the terrifying truth of Luka Magnotta, a name that once you hear this story, you will never forget. Our tale, like so many modern horrors, begins in the digital ether. Before Luka Magnotta was whispered in fear across continents, there was Eric Clinton Kirk Newman, born in 1982 in Scarborough, Ontario. A troubled past, a yearning for validation, for any kind of attention. It simmered beneath the surface, and then he found his stage, the internet. Around 2010, whispers of a disturbing trend surfaced. Videos posted by someone unknown. The first video, one boy, two kittens, showed a masked figure suffocating two kittens with a vacuum cleaner. The internet, a place often criticized for its apathy, erupted in outrage. Pet lovers, animal rights activists, and ordinary citizens were horrified. They didn't know who the masked figure was, but they were determined to find him. An army of internet sleuths, animal rights activists, and ordinary people, united by disgust, launched their own unprecedented manhunt. They poured over every pixel, furniture, wallpaper, even the hum of a distant appliance, desperate to unmask the kitten killer. But here's where it takes a truly chilling turn. The man behind the screen, now calling himself Luka Magnotta, fed on the attention. He denied his involvement, of course, but he posted more videos taunting his pursuers, almost daring them to find him. He reveled in the fear he generated. And then came the chilling premonition. In December 2011, Magnotta sent an email to a British newspaper, a casual threat buried in a boost. He wrote, "In the future, I will commit murder, and you will see that when I do, I will send you a copy of the video." But the online terror was merely the prologue. The curtain was about to rise on a real-life horror show. The unthinkable act, when digital horror became reality. The prophecy became flesh in May of 2012. Our victim was Jun Lin, a bright 33-year-old Chinese university student in Montreal. A man with dreams, with a life being built far from his home. He was openly gay and tragically he connected with Magnotta. On May 24 or 25th, 2012, Jun Lin entered Magnotta's apartment. What happened inside transcends description. Magnotta didn't just kill Junlin, he brutally stabbed and dismembered him. But the horror wasn't meant to be hidden. It was meant to be shared, to be seen. Magnotta, in his desperate bid for ultimate infamy, filmed every single gruesome second. He created an 11-minute video. Its title, "One Lunatic, One Ice Pick." This video showing not just the murder and dismemberment, but acts of necrophilia and even cannibalism was then uploaded, unleashed upon the internet. The discovery of the crime was as sickening as the act itself. On May 29th, 2012, a janitor in Magnotta's Montreal building found a suitcase in an alleyway. Inside, a decomposing torso. At the same moment across the country in Ottawa, packages began arriving. One contained June Lin's severed foot addressed to the Conservative Party of Canada. Another, a hand was intercepted at a postal facility destined for the Liberal Party. The horror spiraled. More body parts, a right foot, a right hand were mailed to elementary school in Vancouver, British Columbia. Imagine the terror and the final, most gruesome discovery. June Lane's head was eventually found in a Montreal park. The world gasped in collective horror. The online community that had tracked him for years suddenly found their fears devastatingly validated. He was not just a kitten killer, he was a monster. The game was on. Luka Magnotta had fled Canada, transforming overnight from an internet curiosity into the world's most wanted man. Interpol issued a red notice, a global alert. The race was on. Where was he? Who would he target next? On June 4, 2012, in an internet cafe in Berlin, Germany, he was found. And in a chillingly ironic twist, he was reportedly caught reading news article about himself. He was basking in his twisted infamy right up to the moment the authorities closed in, arrested, and after a tense extradition process, brought back to face the full force of Canadian justice. His trial commenced in September 2014 in Montreal. Magnotta pleaded not guilty to 5 charges, the most prominent being first-degree murder. His defense: not criminally responsible due to mental illness, specifically schizophrenia. But the prosecution fought back, arguing the murder was meticulously planned, a calculated act fueled by his insatiable hunger for notoriety. They showed how he emulated scenes from movies, how he orchestrated every gruesome detail for public consumption. The tension in that courtroom was palpable. Was he a madman, truly unable to discern right from wrong? Or was he a cold, calculating predator, using mental illness as a shield? After 8 grueling days of deliberation, the jury delivered their verdict in December 2014. The silence was deafening. Luka Magnotta was found guilty on all counts, including first-degree murder. He received a mandatory life sentence, with no possibility of parole for 25 years, and additional 19 years for other heinous charges to be served concurrently. Justice for Junlin, a collective sigh of relief. So here's the question: where is Luka Magnotta now? After all these years, he began his life sentence in a maximum security prison in Port Cartier, Quebec. But in May 22, he was transferred to a medium security facility, the La Macaza Institution. A move that, while often routine for inmates who have shown good behavior, still sparks concern. Can a man who perpetrated such unspeakable acts truly be medium security? He continues to serve his life sentence. He will be eligible for day parole on June 4, 2034 and for full parole on June 4, 2037. His time inside hasn't been without its own bizarre headlines. A reported personal ad from prison, a supposed marriage to another inmate. Even his mother co authored a book claiming Magnotta expressed regret, not for his crimes, but for his defense strategy, insisting he was pressured into claiming mental illness. The case of Luka Magnotta stands as a stark, horrifying monument to the darker impulses of humanity, amplified by the digital age. It's a terrifying testament to how far some will go for infamy. In this hyper-connected world, how many more are out there waiting to cross that digital line? What are your thoughts on the chilling saga of Luka Magnotta? Did the justice system get it right? Share insights and theories in the comments below. If this deep dive into true crime, darkest corners kept you glued to your screen, please hit that like button, subscribe to True Crime Fanatics for more terrifying tales, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next episode. Until then, stay safe and never underestimate the shadows that lurk online.